So it's a really powerful, hard-hitting habit, and I want people to understand that it's ideally 3 10-minute walks. Just like Jim said, though, if you can't move or you're limited in your mobility, just 3 10-minute periods of time outside doing a little bit of some kind of motion makes a huge difference. And it's morning, noon, and night or evening, whenever you can get out. Closer to sunrise is better than not, but that's, the rest of it is kind of window dressing. So the second habit is drinking high quality spring water. This is a slight modification to advice that I used to give people, which was drink spring water or reverse osmosis water. I've had mentors over the years say only use RO water. Here's the reality. I've never seen anyone poisoned by really high quality spring water, not with chemicals, plastics, microbes. I'll allow that it could happen. But the other thing I like about spring water that most people don't realize is really important is the minerals. So minerals play a huge role in our biology. If you're working with me, you're doing mineral or nutritional balancing. We're spending a lot of time going over supplements, dietary changes, things to balance your minerals. And part of that process is actually making sure that you have the right water source in your life. And I won't get into all the toxic stuff that's found in municipal tap water. Your fridge filter doesn't cut it. Your Brita filter or countertop filter doesn't cut it. Your simple screw-on sink filter doesn't cut it. None of those things cut the mustard. People will sometimes give me pushback on that, and respectfully, the reality of modern tap water is I don't care how high quality it is. The vast majority of it is fluoridated. I've seen patients poisoned by their wells that were not drilled deeply enough, that were contaminated with everything from agricultural chemicals to microbes. We don't want to play around with the water. We need to drink high quality spring water. It is so worth the investment. It is not the end of the world if it comes in a giant plastic bottle. That's actually where I get my spring water right now, while I look for a permanent home where I can have a well, ideally, or I can get glass bottled spring water delivered. But for now, drink high quality spring water. We're going to talk more in a future video about what adequate means. A lot of you are drinking too much water. And many of you are drinking too little. We find that out from patients all the time. Often the people who've come to us who've had the most complicated cases and who've seen the most doctors are making the simplest mistakes with their hydration. And my rule of thumb for this is your hydration should be somewhere between 1 to 3 ounces of water. And that includes, watery beverages. So like milk, juice, tea, coffee, soda. If you're somewhere in the range of 1 to 3 ounces per inch of height, you're going to be okay. So that looks like something like 60 ounces on the really low end for most adults, up to 3 times that, which is, about 180. But we've got taller individuals or people with excessive losses due to sweating and whatever who may get up into the 200 ounce range. So that's the second really key habit that we can't waffle or negotiate on. And the third one is eat a protein at every meal.